Hey, baby. Whoops. Trying to get, there we go. Trying to get the camera right. It's June 15th. I am, as you see, I'm out by the pool. You met a lot of important people in my life right here, right in this spot. You met Grammy for the first time, my mother. You met Courtney for the first time, my wife. You met her parents, Sue and David. I guess you're half grandparents, half step grandparents. I don't know how that works. And you met Courtney's children, daughters, Melody, Allegra, and Minnie. Right here, right in this spot. They're your stepsisters. And I guess we're coming up on some of our final days, I guess, if I'm going to only do this for a year. And I wanted to talk about that briefly, maybe, for a minute. That wasn't... I don't know why God or the universe put me in a situation to find somebody in the way that I did, that I had been looking for all of my life. So much so that she came with Courtney, I'm talking about. She came with everybody comes with baggage in this world. Nobody's perfect, right? Except you and me. But I never wanted kids. And so anytime I would meet or date or even think about loving a woman, if she had, for a wife or a girlfriend, if she had kids, kids were kind of a struggle for me. And in fact, they were a struggle for your mother and I. I mean, she had Ephraim. And I didn't want kids. I had to learn how to be a dad to Ephraim, and I don't even know if I ever did that right or well. I tried. I certainly wanted to do right in that way, and if I was going to love Christy, your mother, then I knew, I would have to be a dad to him in some way, and Ephraim and I feel we're really developing our relationship in the last year or two. And I love him as a person, but I don't know if I ever truly took him on and loved him as a son as well as I could have. And part of it was because I didn't want children. So none of it was his fault, and none of it was Christy's fault. So then you come along, and I find out that you're going to be coming. And not that that changed the game. I still didn't want kids. And honey, I love you. I'm glad you're here. You know that after listening and watching 350 of these things, 361 actually of these videos. So it wasn't so much that I learned that you were going to be joining the world, that, oh, okay, well then I guess I'll have kids. I guess I'm okay with kids. In fact, it wasn't. I certainly didn't. I mean, if I didn't want one, I certainly didn't want 4, which is what I have now. And yet, that's how awesome Courtney was and is to me. It didn't matter what baggage, what extras, what conditions she had. I wanted her. I loved her. And that was tough. That was tough. I have the universe providing me, offering me an opportunity with someone that I've been looking for a long, long time. All of my adult life. Granted, she's got 3 children and wants more. And I didn't want children, but that didn't matter. I wanted her so bad. And then I have you and your mother, and I love your mother. And then wanting us to be together, wanting us to be a family, I was willing at some points to give up everything I had and could have with Courtney to make that happen. It would not have been necessarily the perfect decision, but no decision is. And at the end of the day, honey, it just couldn't work out between your mother and I. It wasn't just our disagreements. It wasn't just our differences. And the bigged one is that we love and receive and give love in so vastly different ways. But it was also because I had met somebody else, and that I know didn't make your mother happy. So I guess there's 2 things I want you to know today, maybe 3. The first is how much I love Courtney, and how happy she makes me, truly makes me. And a relationship must have that first, despite the children. You should not keep a relationship together just for children. The couple needs to come first. So the first thing is how much Courtney really truly makes me happy. How much I actually was willing to give that up. To give you what I thought, or what some people think, or what I would hope would have been a better life and a better opportunity and the best life possible, and that is to have stayed with or married your mother if she would have accepted, and the 3 of us plus Ephraim being a family. I was willing to give Courtney up to try to do that. And then the third thing is that it just wasn't going to work out. There was too many differences between your mother and I, and there was too great a love between Courtney and I. But that I loved you enough to consider that and to try to make that happen. And sometimes you just can't fight gravity. So, we don't fight gravity. And love is a lot like gravity. It's magnetic. It just happens. I do love you. I do love your mother. Sometimes love repels as well, like magnets. And I wanted you to know that. Happy Father's Day to me, because I am one giant magnet for you.